Guys, how you've been, man? It's been a great match today for me. Unfortunately, we don't have our fellow Cordon member Kush over here to tell you all how troublesome it might have been for him at the stadium. Poor chap traveled all the way from one city to another just to watch a match, and then he got to see this kind of a performance. Although, let's start. We start with the discussion over the decision to bowl first. Obviously, with rain around, you wanted, obviously DC would have wanted to have a total on the board, but जिस हिसाब से पिच था, व्हाट काय मतलब मुंबई ने इतनी अच्छी बैटिंग करी। मतलब एक टाइम पे हमें लग रहा था जब 18 ओवर में सिर्फ 130 135 का स्कोर था, हमें लगा 160 पे इनकी बारी रुक जाएगी, बहुत अच्छा मैच होगा। और सडनली स्काई और नवनदीप ने क्या कमाल की पारियां खेली है। ग्रेट टू वॉच। रेहान, लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ यू। आप मुझे बताओ कि मुंबई की ओर से बैटिंग में आज क्या अच्छा रहा। और कुलदीप यादव के बारे में आप कल बात कर रहे थे कि उन्होंने विकेट्स नहीं लिया, आज उन्होंने अच्छी गेंदबाजी करी, तो उसके बारे में बताएं।
Mumbai, see, more than Mumbai batting well, it was Delhi that bowled poorly. That is what is my assessment. In the middle phase that I'm talking about, between 6 to 15 overs, run rate 6.6 का था नमन.
हम्म।
And वहाँ पे दिल्ली ने चोक करके रखा था थोड़ा.
करेक्ट।
And then अगर last 2 overs में you end up giving somewhat 45 runs,
मोर देन
somewhere
दैट।
close to
मोर
more
देन
than that,
दैट,
I
या
think.
45, सॉरी माय बैड, 45 या।
45 runs. तो फिर आप कैसे हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू रिकवर दोज रन्स ऑन अ विकेट लाइक दिस व्हिच इज ग्रिपिंग
करेक्ट।
एंड होल्डिंग ऑन एंड यू हैव अ वर्ल्ड क्लास स्पिनर इन मिच सैटलर. आपने देखा उन्होंने कैसी बॉलिंग की, क्या प्रदर्शन किया. बट मेरा मेन क्वेश्चन नमन ये है कि व्हाई वुड यू प्ले एज अ हैंडीकैप when there was no Akshar Patel today in that 11. You picked up Madhav Tiwari. He didn't bowl a single over. He comes out to bat at number 8, does nothing with the bat, nothing with the ball. अगर आपको सिर्फ फील्डिंग कराना था तो वो you could have done that anyway.
करेक्ट।
Why didn't you play someone of Karun Nair's quality? Or for that matter, if you wanted depth in your bowling, which was not required, you could have picked Natarajan.
So tell me one thing, Madhav Tiwari, is he a, what kind of a bowler is he, like
He,
left
he's
arm?
a he's a he's a fast bowler.
Correct. So I think they had three quality fast bowlers, but given in the last match where their spinners were not able to control the middle overs and not pick up wickets, obviously no one knew that the Wankhede pitch will offer so much turn to the bowlers. So they would have gone in with the fourth seamer, thinking that had these people like gone for runs, maybe we would need a couple of overs from him. But then again, when you see that Vipraj Nigam is bowling 4 overs at such an economical rate, and Kuldeep Yadav picking up wickets and also completing his quota of overs. You didn't really need that, but again, I agree that the thing is right now they are in a very bad position from a team perspective. KL Rahul was not fit to take the field. He came in as an impact player. Faf du Plessis, the captain, is not in form. Plus Akshar Patel, the regular captain, not being there. Mitchell Stark not being there. Harry Brook pulled out of the season. So उनका जो प्लेइंग 11 था जो काफी वीक लग रहा था, और मेरे हिसाब से अगर आज करुण नायर भी आते तो कुछ ज्यादा नहीं कर पाते, क्योंकि उनको लास्ट मैच में भी मिच सैटनर ने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आउट किया था। एंड ही स्ट्रगल्स अगेंस्ट क्वालिटी स्पिन, दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव सीन इन डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट एज वेल। जब विजय हजारे में वो रन्स बनाते थे, इट वाज अगेंस्ट वीकर साइज, बट व्हेन ही केम अप अगेंस्ट क्वालिटी स्पिन ही हैज अ प्रॉब्लम। और कुछ खास उनका फॉर्म रहा नहीं है कि मैं एज अ डीसी का थिंक टैंक बैक करूंगा उनको आने के और रन्स बनाने के लिए। बट देन अगेन, व्हेन यू हैव नो वन टू स्कोर रन्स, तुम करुण नायर पे बॉल ड्रॉप नहीं कर सकते कि भाई तुझे ड्रॉप किया है। यू कैन ड्रॉप सो मेनी पीपल फ्रॉम दैट प्लेइंग 11, बट यू हैव नॉट।
Rightly so. I was just disappointed with the thinking and the
या
mindset that they went out with. Even in the last game, they didn't play quality cricket. Today, the quality of cricket was very poor from Delhi, and they rightly don't deserve to be in that playoff spot. Whereas on the other side, see, Mumbai did all the things
करेक्ट।
correctly, in my opinion. Uh, you know, Playing the patient game, and huge credit to Suryakumar Yadav. I mean,
Absolutely.
without him, I don't think so that Mumbai would have been in the position that they are.
Correct.
25 plus scores in almost 13 plus innings. That is something absolutely remarkable. I think only
Perfect.
Temba Bavuma has achieved that. No one else has. That's surprising again, but still, it's only quality players can do such things.
And
And to
yeah,
play in the biggest league,
correct.
he has,
And to do
rightly
it
earned.
with
Yeah,
so much consistency, but also the kind of innings throughout the season. I can tell you that sometimes he scored that 35 ball 80, sometimes like today he was playing I think at a point he was 45 of 33 34 odd balls, which is not associated with Surya. And in the mid innings conference as well, Ravi Shastri asked him ki Surya bhai क्यों इतना slow खेले? So he said waiting game was needed on the pitch, and obviously having Mumbai having those 10 days off at their home venue, knowing that this pitch will take turn, needed that old classical Virat Kohli type of an innings जहाँ पे तुम 17-18 ओवर तक मैच को बनाओ और फिर एकदम ऐसे किल के ले जाओ. So all in all great batting, but let's talk about Namandeep too. कल मैंने बोला था
definitely.
कल मैंने बोला
Yeah,
था माय प्लेयर टू वॉच आउट फॉर विल बी नमनदीर. करेक्ट. देखो मेरे
quality
मेरा
innings.
सुना करो. मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, स्लिप कॉर्डन के बारे में सुनोगे ना तो अच्छा रहेगा तुम्हारे फ्यूचर के लिए भी. तुम फैंटेसी पिक्स अच्छे पिक कर सकते हो.
Definitely. But see, having said that, Mumbai look very good going into the playoffs. Good news for them. But the only thing is that they might miss out
Yep.
on the Rickleton and the Jacks in the team. That is somewhere they'll have to fill the gap.
Yeah, and to top it all off, it's a very difficult scenario for Mumbai to finish in the top two, because if Gujarat win tomorrow, they end up in top two, and any one of them, Punjab or
RCB
RCB, would end up in the top two. So I think it will be mostly Mumbai versus Punjab or RCB. I feel in the eliminator, which will be
eliminate.
again a
Correct.
great contest to watch. So
Correct.
with that, DC is eliminated. Kush, congratulations on that. And with that, let's move on to the next segment. Tomorrow we have the match of Gujarat Titans versus the Lucknow Super Giants. Is it in Gujarat, Ahmedabad? Correct?
I'll have to check, but I believe it's in Ahmedabad.
So, firstly, once before we go on to that, I think Gujarat's initiative, the lavender jersey, is there tomorrow. So, they are also playing for a cause, and I think,
It's in
uh,
Ahmedabad.
yeah. So, tomorrow, GT are coming back on the back of a great win. Obviously, coming on the back of a 10-wicket win. Butler, see, we had discussed, remember, that they should try someone apart from Butler. So maybe they can, rest someone like a Shofin Rutherford and get in someone who will be playing during the playoffs, like Kusal Mendes or someone. It'll be a,
Correct.
yeah. So I think now is the time for them to try and, test a few different combinations going into the playoffs, especially because they'll be playing on the same ground if they qualify, like in the top.
Spot on. 100%. 100%. I think Kushal Mendes should play tomorrow if he gets a chance. You could maybe rest a couple of players if needed and try out different combination, different strategies. And that game doesn't make much of a difference for either teams, but Gujarat would like to stay at the top and finish
Correct.
in the top two.
So
They anyways
tomorrow,
play Chennai in the last game, so they are going to
three win
reach
है.
that 80.
बट
Yeah,
आई थिंक लास्ट गेम, चलो ठीक है उसके बारे में बात बात करेंगे. See, Lucknow coming on the back of a loss, but their batting did click that day. And Rishabh Pant's season has not been so great to watch, for not just for us but for Sanjeev Goenka as well. Obviously, he spent 27 crores on him, and with that, I think Bumrah picked up the last wicket too. So let's talk about Rishabh Pant for a minute. Going into the England series, obviously it's a different format, but runs behind his back. Going into that series, obviously he would need some confidence going into that, especially if he's given a leadership role in that series, right?
spot on, 100%. But for Lucknow, I think it's important to look at the next couple of seasons that are going to come up. Rishabh Pant would play a key role with the bat. That is
Correct,
what I see. He has to remember that his place in that squad is number four. He
correct,
should not, flutter with that three, five, six. He should fixate himself at number four and try and give a couple of balls before actually going for the kill,
Yep.
because you see him try some weird shots
Yeah.
in the first couple of deliveries that he faces. But this season, what I noticed was that he didn't seem very confident when he was out there. And when you don't have that confidence mentally, you are down. You don't get enough runs.
Correct.
And losing, when you end up on the losing side as well, that's what is happening to them in the second half of the tournament.
Yeah.
Uh, so that doesn't help the cause. But Lucknow would be overall very disappointed with the season. The way they started off, I thought Nicholas Puran would have run away with the orange cap with the way he was batting in the initial stages. Uh, but see, if you are going to give all the responsibility to your top three foreign players, then what are your Indian batters and Indian bowlers going to do?
Correct. And I think the standout player for the season no, is not Nicholas Puran, it is Ayush Badoni. Because he stood up for the team when
Correct.
no one has. And you would expect Nicholas Puran to perform at this stage, but you would obviously not bank on such an inexperienced player like Ayush Badoni so much. And with that, let's now also talk about Gujarat Titans. I think we've spoken enough about their top three batting order. Now let's talk about their bowling for a minute. Siraj has not picked up wickets in the last few matches, which could be a cause of concern because Rabada is not in the best of forms and he's going to fly away for the WTC final, right? So, who do you think would pick up that responsibility given Arshad Khan, uh, Siraj, and Prasidh Krishna are going to be the bowlers that will be doing majority of the wicket taking?
Speaking of the last match, I thought Siraj in the power play along with Arshad bowled well, although he didn't get wickets, and you need those power play wickets. Something that they'll have to see what they can, improvise on the strategy. Having said that, Prasidh Krishna has really cut through and be the standout bowler for them in the middle over. And when you give that, impact in that middle over, it's easy for
Correct.
them to restrict runs. Rashid Khan not being in form was very disappointing from their side. But then Sai Kishore obviously covered those bases up quite beautifully. Uh, Still, I think they have depth in their bowling. I don't think Rabada missing out would be, creating much of a hole in that bowling.
Correct.
Gerald Coetzee is a good bowler. He has played one single game. He played well in that one. So I think that could be a like for like replacement.
So, agreed to agree. I completely agree to that. So, with that, let's talk about the preview for tomorrow. Who do you think is going to win, and who are your players to watch out for?
Definitely Gujarat, even if the law of averages won't help Lucknow with the cricket that they are playing. Gujarat for me, and if Kushal Mendes plays tomorrow, he definitely is the player to watch out for.
And from Lucknow,
From Lucknow, let's hope Rishabh Pant, Ahmedabad scores some runs.
let's hope. So my players to watch out for from Gujarat Titan would be. Interestingly, I've been saying Rashid Khan a lot, but I would like to see Sai Kishore. He's been given a very interesting role this season. Sometimes he bowls, sometimes he doesn't. And when he comes on to bowl, he's mostly bowling those 14th, 16th, 18th overs kind of a role. So that's great to see. And from Lucknow, I would like to see Digvesh Rathi signing his book from the dugout because he's given a suspension for one match. So just wanted to mention that too, and plus that I would like to watch his match as well. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and let's just ease through these next seven matches because those are dead rubbers now. So but don't worry, we've got plenty of action in that. We've got MS Dhoni's probably last match this season or for his IPL career. We don't know. We've got Mumbai taking on Punjab, which could be a warm up for the eliminator. Who knows? We've got RCB playing after God knows how many days. So a lot of things to look forward to, and we at Slipcordon will bring to you every piece of action that will come your way with the best of interest at your heart, at our heart. Sorry. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.